Oh, oh.
Thank you, Koen. Sorry, Jamie, what's your wish list?
I think just focusing on not judging myself or others and not allowing myself to be affected from others' judgments
Okay,
of me.
judgment. Okay, super. Only that? That's all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, super. Koen.
Yeah, it's the balance, using my energy without losing it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And oh yeah, and less worrying.
Worrying.
Worrying, less worrying. Yeah.
But worrying, is that the Dutch word piekeren?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Okay. So
Lastig, hè?
let me see. Lex, can you also tell us what you like to do?
Yeah. Again, it came to me in dance, which is not so strange. And it's really about how safe am I in myself?
Oh,
How safe do I feel in myself?
how safe you feel in yourself.
Yeah.
Safety. Okay, that's a really interesting topic. And how do you feel that you're not safe in yourself? How does that occur to you?
Yeah, it's especially when feel I'm ignored or being banned or
Put your
whatever.
hand on your heart, please.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
When I feel that people just try to ignore me or whatever, what they do.
Mhm.
And
That makes you unsafe for you?
Well, the thing is that I was talking about it yesterday, last week too, I remember, that I wonder why it triggers me.
Yeah.
Because they don't pay attention, they just walk past me and do as if I don't exist.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I could say on one thing, oh, they just walk past me. I shouldn't care less.
Yeah.
It's they're in their bubble or in their world, but it triggers me somehow.
Okay, beautiful. I had a realization, which I will tell you in a few seconds. For everybody, it's always put your hand on at least one hand on your heart during the sessions, because that will help you to get more into your inner world. Get easier for me. It's easier to get connected. So I can't see if Lentje is doing it because you have a slow connection. But as long as possible, at least in the session, keep your hand on your heart. But the advice is to do it always. So as long as it's possible, because Lex pointed out at me that in dancing or some other things, it's impossible to have a hand on your heart, so you can't do it. So you're not forced to do it, but if it's possible, always do it. It will help you. It will help you be connected to your higher self, connected to your inner world, and your heart is your compass. It's really showing you where to go. Lex, what resonated with what you just said was that something I did for a long time and still do sometimes is making things personal. So a situation occurs around me and my ego makes it a personal thing, which it most often isn't. But in my system, it tends to like to do it like a personal thing. So we will work on that. If that resonates a bit for you.
I don't want to put names on it because ego is really something. Huh?
Okay, make it your own word. But for me, there's the heart and there's the rest. So it's the rest making that.
Okay, the rest is ego. For you.
So it's not the heart.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. But there's more.
Yeah, as long if the heart is not interested in who is doing what to who, the heart is only feeling and sensing and resonating. This is right. This is wrong. This is the course. This is it's not even doing right or wrong. It's just this is the right course. And as long as you stay connected to your heart, it will show you almost like the normal compass. This is the right way to go. All other things not coming from the heart are easily in this distraction or seduction. And this could be a combination of both, but for me, it feels like that. And I was really, really good in it. So making things always personal. If somebody did something or didn't call me or didn't react or whatever, he wasn't doing it with me, to me, or whatever, me. So that's, I recognize when you were telling me this for today for the first time in all these sessions after weeks, but it really worked. And now I understand it. So for me, it's like getting even more connected to the heart. And that's for Jamie as well, because Jamie and Kooten, you got the same topics, and that's, we don't give a F what other people are thinking about us. Because we are multidimensional beings, we are powerful, but somehow programs and mind control games are making us believing that the other part from the heart, not the heart, but the other part of us, that it's important what other people are thinking of us. If you are with somebody, the other person will see you, will feel you, will come to you when you are in your heart connection. And other persons are either changing and feeling that your vibration is changing, so they will get attracted to you, or they won't, which is perfectly fine as well. And as we try to live with, or we not try to live, we live without any expectations. We just live through the heart. Then everything is easier to do when we keep out of the mind. So the hand on the heart with the duct tape is a necessity. It's a real good help. So start as soon as a mind fleur comes around, like which makes it personal, or which makes it somebody is saying something about me or thinking something about me. Connect to your heart. Feel in your heart. Connect to your higher self. Ask your higher self: is this of importance? Or is this just earthly crap? And almost always it's earthly crap, because everything here is earthly crap and of non-importance in the universe. When you are connected, you will understand, you will feel that it's not important. And that doesn't mean that it's stupid or wrong what you're doing, because it's helping you, it's guiding you into your heart center, it's guiding you into your compass. So everything is always perfectly orchestrated in the universe. So also this is. What will help is what we will do today strongly is the connection with higher self. It's almost like the last couple of times in these times when there's much turbulence around us, and this turbulence is getting into our systems, even if it's not our turbulence, it's helping that you are connected to your higher self. And it's, for me, the old trick is always hand on the heart, expressing what I feel. If something goes into my system, I need to express it, but I'm not putting it over the fence to another. I'm just telling, for me, this is happening. And that's it. No expectations. I just let it go. It's just out of there, out of your system. And at the same moment, this creates space which can be filled with new light. So you are enlightening yourself by expressing whatever is happening. But it's not like an argument. It's not like, Kooten, you did this to me and blah, blah, blah. That's the wrong way of, then the connection with the heart's not there. It's more like, Kooten, in this situation, it doesn't feel right for me. Sorry that you are the example, Kooten, but in this situation, it doesn't feel right for me. And that's enough. And I really don't care what he is doing with it, because it has to get out of my system. And when he reacts, oh, I wasn't aware, or blah, blah, then we can have a conversation, because it's not on that same topic anymore. We left the topic, it's cleared, there's light on the topic, and we can start having a new conversation. And when it starts again, it's a new situation. That doesn't really feel right. I have to step out of this because it's too heavy for me, or too powerful, or whatever your words will be. And you step out of it so that you can have space, have clean air, clean energy in your system. So those are the tricks. Always connection with your heart. Feel when you are connected with your heart, feel what it's doing. Ask your higher self. Ask your team of helpers how they can help you. Ask questions. Don't expect any answers. One second, Helen. Don't expect any answers, but just be open in the communication. The higher self can, sometimes it will help if you put your hand on your hara, that's under your belly button. So you can put a hand on your heart always, and one on the belly. Under the belly, it's the hara, that's your power center, which is connecting you with your physical energy. So be open that there is physical energy and energetical energy, and be connected. And that's the best thing you can do. If something really gets into your system, into your face, always step back. You don't have to absorb it. You just step back, and then it's like in a tennis game, you got the referee on a higher chair. He's just looking down and said, "Oh, it's a nice game. Out, left, whatever." He's not really involved in the game as we as a player are. So step out of the game a little bit and observe. And if you observe, you can see it with more light, and it's a lighter situation to observe. Lane.
I will connect with my higher self, but I don't know how.
Okay, just in this session.
That's my wish.
No, it's okay. In this session, what we do and what I try to explain is I will connect you with your higher self. You are always connected with your higher self. You are an important part of your higher self. So there's always a connection. What I will do is make that connection even more powerful. By putting your hand on your heart, you will be connected, reconnected, and remember the connection with your higher self. You are a multidimensional being because you have a part, a light cell, which I call a photon, in the center of your heart. So that's directly from the source in your heart, in everybody's heart. So connecting with your heart, you are also connecting with that light cell, the photon of the source in your heart. And then there's a connection with the higher self and the source directly. You don't have to sense that, but start really trusting that, because everything is based on the trust of that system. Okay, that was a little explanation, but it has to do with what Jamie is asking for, and not judgment. Jamie is something with a lot of things we can connect to, we can trust in, and some things we have to decide for. And judgment is something we have to decide for. We're not judging anybody, and that's something we have to reset in programming. I will help you in that, but we have to, every new moment, we have to realize that's the old me, judging, but we are all walking our own roads, which is perfectly, because it's needed that nobody is doing the same things at the same time. Everybody is unique. So it's necessary that everybody has his own way, his own timing, and everything is okay in that. Even for me, the most ridiculous decisions have a reason in the universe. So I'm not the one judging that other truth or that other person's route. There's no way, because if I'm doing that, my inner world is expressed in my outer world. So if I'm judgmental, if I make judgments about other people, judgments will come to me. Some people talk about the law of attraction. I believe in that, because if my inner world is showing judgment or criticism or whatever, it resonates with other persons, and they will start criticizing me or judging me or whatever. So if I start if I decide not to judge anymore, I create a new frequency in which the old frequencies of criticism or judgment won't resonate anymore. So they won't be attracted to me anymore. It also has to do with being really powerful, connected to your higher self, and trust the system. The system is the law of one. The system is that we are all beautiful multidimensional beings, that everything in the universe is at the right moment in time. Even if we don't understand it, it still is perfectly orchestrated. Sometimes some things happen which for us sound really bad or nasty, but for the greater good, it's perfectly and well done. So we just have to trust that. The more we trust that, and I always say trust without any proof, because just trust. The more you do it, the better, the more the good things are coming through, because they're already there. Okay. Everything okay for everybody? Lex? You're there? Keep your hand on your heart, not your fingers. And let's start.
I was just gonna, sorry,
Yeah.
I was just gonna expand a little bit, because I probably goes along with what Lex was saying. I had just a recent example, got real wrapped up, and I made a move. I was married for 15 years to a doctor and had what I thought, was my dream life, and went through a divorce a few years ago. And I've just been I've been remodeling with my fiance and made a move, and it's, nothing compared to, so far, it's nothing compared to what I had in my former life. And when I moved in, we still didn't have any warm water, and we only had a toilet. I had to go down the road to shower at a friend's house, and it just really got to my ego. And then I just got really wrapped up in, what it looked like from the outside looking in and what everyone was thinking. And then the more I once I could get on the outside of that, I realized that it was just me judging myself, So like when Lex is talking about people ignoring him, and like you said, we take things so personally, but a lot of the times, like, nobody else is really even thinking or caring, but we're judging ourselves and thinking that everyone else is judging us.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Next.
I feel also that in this, we need to train the mind. Also. It's not only the heart and the physical, but it's also the mind need to be trained a lot.
It's
because there's no we don't have a, how do you say, a manual to the mind. What is the mind about? But a lot of people are totally lost in their mind.
Yeah, and I agree. And you can always return to your heart, because I believe that my mind is of less importance than my heart. So my heart is my guide, and in the connection with my heart is my guidance, my higher self, the source, the central sun, the connection with Mother Earth. So it's all there. My mind was used to overtake everything and to rule everything, overrule everything. So what I believe is that we have to, and I agree with what you just said, but then we have to reprogram, or pattern and remember.
Yeah.
So that's what we will work on now today. So in a nutshell, what we're going to do now is to connect you to your higher self. We do that by the physical body, all fields around it, connect you to your higher self and helpers, the central sun, the source, Mother Earth. Then we take you into the connection with your inner child. And we take these inner childs, they have all had experiences. These experiences were accompanied with emotions. We can let go of these emotions. And then we specifically look into the emotions of trust, judgment, balance, energy, power, and not taking things personal, programming, repattering, and remembering. So in this whole bundle, we will bathe you in new light energy. we create a lot of space in your inner child and in your being, and we fill it up with source light and love. From there on, you will. It's like a new coat or a new, for me, a new wig. It's just like it's a new thing of energy, so that you can really restart in the right way. So please hold your hand on your heart, close your eyes, go into your inner world, and just let things happen. In all time, space, dimensions, and infinities, we're going to connect you to the photon of the source in your heart. First, the four rooms, the chambers of your heart. And we connect the four rooms to each other. And around your heart there's a higher space, a lower space, and the back space we connect that to the photon of the source. We connect them to each other and to the heart's rooms. So we connect every cell in your physical body to the photon of the source in your heart. You connect all your physical systems, like your lymph, your muscle systems, the meridians, and all these other systems we don't have words for. All to the heart, to the photon of the source, in all time, space, dimensions, and infinity. We connect, everything is physically connected now to the photon of the source, so we're going to connect all these layers around you to the photon of the source in your heart. Layers like your energetical field, your cosmical field, your universal field, your galactical field, and all these other fields we don't even know. So now that's done, we're going to connect you to your higher self and your team of helpers, always available. And we ask them to have more clear communication with you. They ask for more questions. So we're going to connect you to the central sun. And we're going to connect you to the source. And we're living on this planet, so we're going to connect you to the center of this planet, Gaia. So all is connected, so you are the center of the universe. Start with deprogramming, resetting, rebooting all patterns, programs which holds you back from remembering in your field. In all time, space, dimensions, infinity. Open all gates for remembrance. So all is connected, your field is cleared of all programming patterns, remembrance is opened, and now we're going to call in all your inner childs. Inner childs of all time, space, dimensions, and infinities can form a circle around you. So we welcome these inner childs, we thank them, we're grateful, we connect them from the photon of the source in your heart to the photon of the source of each individual inner child's heart. All these inner childs, as I said, have done experiences, and the experiences were accompanied with emotions, and we are now able to let go of these emotions. They're not longer needed, they're not necessary anymore. So we're going to let them go into the earth or into the universe. We ask the central sun, the source, the higher self, and Mother Gaia to assist. So the new created space we fill with love direct from the source and light. Clearing your fields, clearing your hearts. Rebalancing energies, rebalancing, munya katanya, energy healing, and it's done in all your systems and all your inner child systems. No need to have systems of worrying. Release, delete, and reboot systems of worrying. Delete, release, delete, unload systems of judgment. Understand judgmental systems. Open systems of safety. Feel the connection with higher self. Trust systems. Feel systems. Fill systems in the heart space of trust. Reprogram all our systems of distrust. So what we do is we bring a new light from the source directly into your fields. And as the complementary, we put you in a big bowl, big shower bowl, 360 degrees of pure light, love, golden light. With a focus on a stream of light in your hearts. All is well, all in grace, ease and grace. You are being really taken care of. So all systems are now relaxing. Filling up all systems with trust. Trust in the universe, trust in the source, trust in your higher self, trust in your compass of your heart. Filling up all your inner childs with trust. Fill it up with peace, space, and relax. Let it all glide into your systems, in your belief systems, in your physical system. So beautiful beings. Are you still alive? Jamie, we don't have a connection.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we do. How are you doing?
Good. I feel like I'm just reestablishing my connection. I was pretty lost in my ego mind there for
It's
probably
okay.
a good couple weeks.
Yeah, so when that happens again, reach out. That I told you before. So don't let it last too long. And it's easy to reconnect. And let's focus on how you can remember to reconnect. To reconnect.
I always wonder about the word ego. Because it's like, now it's like a bad thing. It's something I need to ignore or judge or whatever. No, it's a part of me that shouldn't exist, almost. Just punishing me or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it's more the pain points that are triggered when it's not something ego thing. I don't know about that actually, because the ego has also a room in this world.
For me, Lex, it's again something. It's funny. It's the second time you say something, and it helps me remember something I did before. And normally, when I started in the spiritual world, I was allergic for God because of the church and everything. I was really like anti. And so, even the best courses, when they said something of God, I was like, I was out. I couldn't listen anymore. I couldn't do it anymore. Until I understood that there are multiple words for something.
Yeah.
And when I start opening up, that there are, some people call it God, some people call it the universe, or call it the law of one, or whatever they call it. As long as it's clear for them, that's of importance. So if I will use, or Jamie uses the word ego, and it doesn't has a good resonation for you, understand that what I try to explain is everything apart from the heart can be called in a certain way. And it's not bad. It definitely is not bad, because there is no good or bad. There's only different views.
Mm.
And the heart is the most important connector to everything which is your higher self, to everything of the source, because the photon of the source is there.
Yeah, I heard once the explanation of Greg Braden that in the heart there are the same cells almost as in the brain, only they are somehow, how do you say, they're more important in that way that we think that everything happens in our mind, our brain, and a lot of things we think of the whole day. But he says, no, it's the other way around. It's the heart that thinks somehow, or what we call thinking. And the mind makes creates it into a left and a right thing. The left side and the right analytical or the more empathic thing. But in fact, it is...
You lost Jamie.
That was a very interesting explanation. In that.
Yeah, but start really connecting to your heart. Let the rest is distraction or seduction. It's just that doesn't help you to get connected to your higher self. So whatever words are given to it, just open more to the heart, feel and start feeling and resonating there. Ask your questions there, not in the mind, but in the heart. And you will, James is coming back, you will gradually, yeah, in slow paces, you will be connected more in this part. There's also, there are people that say that your stomach has a more capacity of thinking than your brain. There's many things, but it's all systems. And the only system I'm talking about here is the heart system, because this is proved for me that it's really working. And it's connecting me, you, or anybody to its higher self. And your higher self, you are you together. Welcome back. You're a really important part of your higher self, because you are the part of higher self in a body on this planet. And you can experience feelings, emotions, good, bad, or whatever, but you can do that in a body. Your higher self can't do it. So you are a really important part for your higher self. And the connection is the heart. So as soon as something is like, makes you freeze a word, understand that there are different words for it. So you can let that go and focus on the right things you know that help you.
Yeah, but for instance, ego is always used in a thing, in a way you should try to avoid it.
Yeah, but even if by accident, and we try to avoid it, but if by accident we say ego, it's okay. It's like
it's become stronger.
No, yeah, but it's okay. Whatever you want to use for it, as long as you know that the power pack is your heart.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
And as soon as there's resistance in your system, in the vibrations, you just understand that there is something which is trying to be interfering between you and the other part of resonation. And go back into your heart, connect into your heart, go into the lower part of your heart, make the connection with that feeling, and try from there connect to your higher self. So you don't get through it, but you go around it. I think that when you are dancing, you are exactly doing that with your heart and not with your mind. Maybe if you make some difficult steps in the beginning, you do it by your mind, but when it's getting into the flow, there's only heart there. And it's the same thing here. We try to do everything in that same movement. It's the dance of life on this planet. It's the dance of life in the universe.
Yeah, when I talk sometimes or express things, I sometimes can't really almost get it, what I say.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It's like it's being said, I'm not saying it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I would say is the higher self.
Yeah, but you know, your clear knowing understands exactly when it's your higher self. And for me, I was a long time searching, where is my higher self? And then I realized I was my higher self myself already.
Yeah.
Not always, but mostly, and getting more and more and more. So be open to whatever definition it will be for you. Jamie, are you going to stay? It's okay. You're muted. You're muted. Your sound is off. It's okay. Koen.
You're not letting me back in every time it's connected, are you?
I know, I can't do anything. You just pop in and pop out. There's no,
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, is it distracting? Because I can just
no. For me, it's not.
Okay.
I'm really
Trying to
happy.
stay. I'll stay as long as it'll allow me.
Yeah, and you're really welcome. Even if you pop in and pop out, it's okay, as long as it's not disturbing for you. You're really welcome. Don't worry. Koen, how are
Yeah.
things for you now?
My heart is going quite fast.
Yeah.
I noticed that I was thinking a lot about other things, but I managed to let go, and I started really to not only see eagles, but fly between the eagles.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's crazy.
Do you remember how you made a decision not to get into the mind thing?
Yeah, by really feeling my hand on my heart. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So
Yeah.
that can be your trick to get out of the mind.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's really interesting. So practice next time when your mind is making a lot of overtime. Practice again.
Yeah.
How it works for you to do that with your hand on your heart.
Yeah.
Very important, because that's one of your big distractors.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. And the
Yeah.
eagle flight sounds really interesting as
Yeah,
well.
it was beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Jamie, can you put your sound on? Yeah. Okay, then we wait for you. Leentje, how is it for you?
Good feelings. I saw animals, but then I was in my head, and then I think on a lot.
Okay, it sounds
but
good.
Thank you.
it's a beginning. It's a beginning.
That's a beautiful beginning. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it? Can you feel the connection with your heart?
Yeah, but it's some difficult because I skipped head, heart, and I think, what do you think about me? And it's difficult to be myself.
Okay. And just be yourself. There's none importance of what I think about you. There's none importance what Lex thinks about you. Even Koen thinks about you.
No.
It's only
No.
important.
Yeah.
But it's only important that you are the most authentic you. And you can be that. Just ignore us. This is your moment for connection with your higher self, connection with the universe, connection with all these energies, all these beings helping to establish what we are doing. So just trust the system and forget the rest. It's not it's completely it's I call it always bullshit. It's like it's not important. It's understandable. So you don't have to blame yourself, but just let it go. And maybe Koen just explained us the trick to really feel your heart could help to get this mind thoughts, this mind spurs to let them go away. So don't think anything about what other people are thinking about you. Plus, we are all unique, multidimensional beings. So nobody is the same. In behavior, in looks, or whatever, it's completely not comparable. Remember that. But beautiful answer. Yeah, okay. Let's do a second round. Close your eyes. And we're still connected, so everything is still there, but I will reconnect everything in a quicker modus. So all these reconnections established already. So these inner childs are still there. And what I want to do with these inner childs of all time, space, dimensions, and infinities is to help them open the gates of remembrance of what our trust systems are, what our belief systems are, the trust and love systems, and take away all things which are holding that back. Toshoti chukuka ai nyurandanda ish katatatanayan chukoko tonam a chukoko ish So what we're going to do is to remember the connection, to reconnect to higher self in all time, space, dimensions, infinities. For all the inner childs, including our systems, is the remembrance of the reconnection to higher self, the reconnection to source, the reconnection to the central sun, the reconnection to the planet where we are on. Sure or and every system, pattern, implant, which is holding us back in whatever inner child or system of our or field, we are just removing that at this moment. Body aka iom bar anka dianaka parandaka atoro bo kata ash. And we are going to replace all this regained space with trust. Trust in the system, trust in our higher self, trust in the source, trust in the higher self and helpers, central sun and earth. Tash ush inyap a chukuku or an a shur anima shum ayan yan yan ya shukukukukukush ui or hota. Sure or I sure or mashi sure we're going to widen the connection line between higher self, the central source, photon of the source in the heart, and the central sun, and the source. Let go of all the emotions from shoulder parts, neck, back of the head. Just remove them. Don't hold them anymore. This is your only task, to shine light. Make this light powerful. Shuk, 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 shuk. Kooten, can you unmute? Shup, 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 ya, ja, ja, aya, chukoko. Shoo. Trust in the system. Everything is prime. Tosh, I, shumba, a. Shumba, aya, nyacha, I, umbukukushkoko. Releasing old remembrance systems. Chukukus, nikana, turum, aka, chi, ukukuku, or, reopening them. Opopat, chukoko. All connected to the heart. Hoe is je nu, Lex? Zit je nu dieper in je hart?
Wat het mij raakt trouwens, zeker de laatste paar frasen, zullen we maar zeggen, is hetzelfde wat mij zo bindt met...
Probeer het in het Engels als het lukt.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. What it really touches in me is what I see a lot nowadays in children, in their eyes, in their behavior. I really wonder how they feel in these times. But the last phrases of especially, I felt so much joy in the words used and the sounds, or whatever you call it. So much innocence almost.
Beautiful, wonderful that you can feel it. And in my belief system, these children are all prepared for what is coming for them. We are old vessels. These younger people are prepared even better for what's happening now in the nowadays. Even newly borns, there are more crystalline DNA than we have. We have to really adjust things, and they are already there. It's like I don't know the names of the children from the 2000 and up. With they're called the blue Hupplepup.
The blue rays.
Yeah. So all these generations are all prepared for that time of moment. So you don't have to worry about that.
Me too.
Yeah. Jamie, are you there? Yeah, you are. Could you follow it?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, beautiful.
And I was gonna say to that I have 4 kids, and I deal with a lot of overwhelm. And one of my sons deal with a lot of overwhelm, and I have, my higher self.
Okay.
I enjoy how can I enjoy my children more?
I could understand that she was overwhelmed a bit, and because she's standing in the sun, and the sun rays, they really do something as well. So I hope everything is okay with her. I will send her a message to check. How are you doing, Lex? I understand you're again good. Leentje, first time, 2 rounds. How was that for you?
Hoe zeg ik dat? Anders als net, sorry. A little bit in the head. And wel weer een lekker gevoel. Sorry dat ik het in het Nederlands doe.
That's okay. It's a good feeling.
Ja, dat dan. Ik ben eigenlijk een beetje sprakeloos, sorry.
Perfect. Speechless. Brilliant. That's okay. That's okay. Jamie, are you there? Because I understood you were a bit overwhelmed. Are you okay?
Well, yeah, no, I was saying to what Lex said that the answer that I got to how can I enjoy my children more is learn from them. The kids, the younger they are, really what they know, and they taught me that, even just this last week when I was and my son said,
Okay, the line is a bit cracky, but I understand that you can learn from your children and that they help us, and I think that's true because they are prepared. Koen, are you awake?
Yeah.
I feel like an old teacher.
No,
it was a joke, Koen.
No, but it's good that I can also. I'm learning now because I don't need to be involved in everything. I can also choose to go inside and be with my eagles.
Not Lex, not ego, but eagles.
Eagles.
Okay.
Hawks.
That was beautiful, Koen.
Yeah, this is a new teaching, learning. Yeah.
New experience.
New experience.
Wow, wonderful.
Yeah.
So soon you will be on Facebook or YouTube and teaching us how to do this.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
I live on the third floor. You can just fly by.
Okay, I will do.
You start at the first floor.
Yeah.
When you experience it,
Amsterdam,
you go to the second. No, but beautiful, beautiful. And
Yeah.
did you had a chance to reuse that hand feeling on your heart?
Yeah, it helps a lot.
So how do you do it?
I just focus on the feeling, so that the mind is not important anymore. And when I feel that, I press extra hard to my chest, and I really start to see the nice things. Yeah.
Wow,
And
beautiful.
it was also this afternoon when I was expressing myself to Leentje about my feelings. After that, I also felt really relaxed. Yeah. So it's really that what you said in the beginning: speak your feelings and don't just say what you feel.
Express your feelings.
Yeah.
Because if you don't express it, the frequency is getting into your system. It gets stuck in your cells. So it has to either get into your system or get out of your system. And we prefer to have a system filled with light, because then we shine light. And I think that's our purpose. So the more we express everything, even the most tiny things of less importance in the mind, but every little thing, if you express it and try to do it as immediate as possible, then there's less demure mess in your system.
Disturbance.
Yeah, it fills up your system, so there's less blockages in your cells. So it's really beautiful, and then you expressed that how to feel. By feeling, you can take away these thoughts, this distraction. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think you are a good pupil.
Thank you.
No, this is a joke. No, but
From a good teacher.
No, but you're doing really good, and I'm really proud on that. Really proud, because I'm jealous on the things you see, because I don't see them, but it's okay. But I really am proud how you make these quick steps. It's like almost like a dance. Quick step.
Thank you.
Oh, beautiful, really beautiful. Okay, this has been an hour.
Yeah.
For everybody who's watching and is not attending, this is a donation-based session, which works for everybody. The frequencies can work for you as well. If you're listening to it, you can repeatedly listen to it to get deeper imprint of the frequencies. They will stay forever, as long as YouTube stays or whatever these recordings stay. If you want to have private sessions, it's possible. If you want to have anything is blocking you, you can always connect to me and see what we can do. Never get stuck in anything, because there's no need for it. I don't believe that there's any need for it. If you are stuck for more than a couple of days in something, then reach out to somebody to help you to get out of that stuck emotion or stuck motion. So there's never a real issue. And remember, everything in the outer world, everything you see is only earthly matter. It's not important. It looks important, but it is not. I'm really jealous on Jamie going to Sedona, which I really would like to do myself. I hope you will let us know next time how it was with pictures or whatever, nice background. I hope you have a really good trip there, and magical events happen. And I hope to see you soon all again. Next week I will be here again, like every Friday. And I wish you all a blessed weekend and hope to see you soon.
Thank you too, Robert.
Thank you. Love you all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Doeg.